explodes in Oyo Bank, injures 2.
Oh. After that bank robbery. Wow.
That might left be. But they should have called in the ordnance experts.
Exactly, to check those. It means, God. Well, thank God, no death. Hope those who are injured get medical attention on time. But talking about insecurity, again, scores of travelers kidnapped on Abuja-Kaduna highway. Hey.
That highway is becoming more and more notorious.
And some people try to avoid it by going via rail. Unfortunately, the cost of the railway is exceptionally high these days. Page 19 of the Punch newspaper, again, scores of travelers kidnapped on Abuja-Kaduna highway.
Well, more stories on Salap. Oyo opens praying grounds. Ondo bans Eid prayers. Ex-Lagos Deputy Governor Adebule greets Muslims. Obey health safety regulations. FRSA boss urges Muslims. And Oyo NUJ felicitates Muslims. Stories on Idil Kabir from the Nigerian Tribune.
And picture speak here is about RAM and people buying RAMs and all that. It's everywhere. It's Friday. Let's take COVID-19 update. Total confirmed cases in Nigeria as of today stands at 42,689. Discharged 19,270. Total death toll stands at 878. Breakdown according to states: Lagos still on top of the pack with 15,132. FCT comes second with 3,710 in no particular order now. Kano with 1,591, Osun with 523, Oyo with 2,713, Edo with 2,285, Ogun with 1,385 cases, Kwara 753, Katsina 742, Bauchi 541, Kaduna 1403, Akwa Ibom 221, Delta 1501, Ekiti 132, Ondo 1123, Enugu 801, Rivers 1,782, Niger 223, Benue 346, Anambra 135, Borno 613, Jigawa 322, Plateau 1,124, Bayelsa 328, KB 90, Zamfara 77, Yobe 67, Habia 545, Gombe 607, Sokoto 154, Adamawa 140, Taraba 54, Ebonyi 785, Imo 468, Nasarawa 312, Kogi 5, Cross River 45. That's COVID-19 update for today. Across the globe, total confirmed cases stands at 17,420,312. Total death toll across the globe 674,770. COVID-19 update for today.
Governor of Oyo State, Mr. Seyi Makinde, has felicitated with Muslim Ummah in the state and across the world on the occasion of the Eid al-Kabir celebration, admonishing them to continue to keep adhering to the teachings of love, sacrifice, and perseverance, with the festival exemplifies. Governor Makinde, that was in a salam message signed by his chief press secretary, Mr. Taiwo Adisa, and he noted that the festival of sacrifice, known as Eid al-Kabir, presents an opportunity for Muslims to reflect on the faith with which Prophet Ibrahim willingly agreed to sacrifice his son in obedience to Almighty Allah. That's Governor Seyi Makinde's message on the occasion of Eid al-Kabir.
Well, nice message there. Well, so let's use this opportunity to pray and ask for God's mercy. Very much important. Okay, thank you for starting with that, at least heartwarming story before we take this other one. Yeah, it's important. Widows, IDPs knock federal government over amnesty for Boko Haram fighters. Widows and other victims of the Boko Haram insurgency in Borno State have berated the federal government for taking care of the insurgents at the expense of the internally displaced persons. The IDP stated this in a report published on the BBC Hausa Service website accessed on Thursday by one of our correspondents. They lamented that government, which is spending huge resources on the insurgents, had not paid adequate attention to widows, orphans and other victims of Boko Haram's attacks. Some of the victims who also spoke to the Punch at an IDP camp in Maiduguri on Thursday faulted the amnesty granted the insurgents and insisted that these should be prosecuted. A few weeks ago, the federal government said 603 repentant Boko Haram insurgents who had completed the de-radicalization program would be reintegrated into communities. I haven't received assistance from government, a widowed mother of 4 said. I've spent 6 years in IDP camp, another widow said. I wash clothes for people to feed my children, says another widow. Government's treatment for insurgents is like adding salt to injury. And then in another same vein, attack on Zulum, an isolated incident, says the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army on Thursday described the attack on Governor Zulum's convoy as an isolated incident. It stated this in a statement titled "Report of the Attack on the Convoy of Borno State Governor," signed by the Acting Director of Army Public Relations, Colonel Sagir Musa, in Abuja on Thursday. The Army said the incident occurred shortly after the governor and his entourage departed the Army super camp in Baga to visit other parts of the town, noting that the attack forced Zulum to abort his planned trip to Baga. Soldiers told Zulum that Baga was safe. That's the governor's spokesman. In a related development, the special advisor on media to Governor Zulum, Isa Gusso, said the governor almost lost his life based on the information provided by soldiers that they had liberated Baga. So in short, Baga has not been liberated.
Maybe somebody wanted him to go there despite the fact that
can you imagine that governor should walk into ambush? Well, Boko Haram attacks. Zulum becomes blames military command structures. Meanwhile, the Borno State Governor Baba Gana Zulum has absolved the president, Muhammadu Buhari, and Chief of Staff General Tuku Buratai of blame over continued attacks by the Boko Haram insurgents in the state. Zulum, whose convoy was attacked on Wednesday, returned to Baga on Thursday, where he asked soldiers what led to the attack. He said, quote, "The troops have been in Mile 4 for over 1 year. There is complete sabotage." Oh, he agrees. The problem is not with President Buhari or General Buratai, but the command and control structures. There is the need to look into the command structure. Prof, what are you saying?
Who presides over the command structure? Definitely the box will still stop at the table of the chief of army staff.
I give up. You mean is that politics?
Wow. It also says there that the Zulum is saying that he's telling the army that he will mobilize hunters if they cannot secure Baga. And we also have 2 killed, 16 injured as explosion rocks Maiduguri, just as a depressed soldier shot and killed an officer in Borno.
Well, it's not Buratai and it's not Buhari. Okay, it's the soldiers that are there that are receiving orders.
You know,
okay, he's a professor. He may not understand how security formations work. Those guys don't do anything except they tell them to, and they will do what they tell them to do.
And honestly, it's getting worrisome now. The governor threatening to employ local hunters. A depressed soldier shooting an officer. These are signs of things to come.
These are the people you're expecting to protect you. I saw a short clip of the face-off. Someone recorded it in his entourage. It was not funny. They have to bend the governor, carry him and bundle him into a Black Maria, one armored vehicle, like those, Black Maria that, these banks use and all that. They have to bundle him, like turn his head down, and I say, really, is this necessary?
And so, God forbid, if those security men had not been on their tools,
surrounded him, and all that, and
goodness knows what could have happened.
I mean, in this short clip, less than 2 minutes, you could see, the military guys with him and this policeman on the floor, on the road, express, lying down, exchanging fire. I said, so this is what they call small attack.
isolated attack.
Unfortunately,
well, we are civilians. We don't know the magnitude of what would qualify for a big attack.
No, the clip is on the social media. It's everywhere. Someone in his convoy recorded it. I mean, I'm sure because from the location of that camera, it was from one of the jeeps, one of the SUVs following him. So it's not someone from outside. It's not a passerby. It's someone on his convoy that recorded it and released that video. It was an attack. Okay, if they call it isolated, all the best. But my challenge here is him trying to still, be a good boy, look like a good boy. I said, leave Buhari.
He's speaking from both sides of the mouth. He's leave
Buratai out of it. This man is in charge of the soldiers that you are talking to. You are attacking. You are saying, look at the root cause.
Of course, he knows something is drastically wrong, and at the same time, he wants to be the good books of the powers that be.
Politics will not be our undoing in this part of the world. When we try to, look good and make things look, something is wrong. You were attacked, almost killed.
Right. He tries to hype and downplay at the same time.
Exactly.
I want to begin to stand with, I always try to call the service chief some slack when Nigerians begin to call for their sack. But when it comes to managing the command structure of the military, like Governor Zuluma said, when it comes to managing major crises, when it comes to actually managing the soldiers on the front line, I think something is drastically wrong somewhere. Maybe there is indeed a need to review those at the helm of affairs at the military high command.
No, the challenge is who can make this change that we are talking about? If it's not Buhari, it's Buratai now. Someone will not just wake up and say, "Oga, we are changing everything." No, you can't do that. It has to be the person on top. We'll take one more story away from State.
Talking the economy, oil and gas sector. 48 billion barrels stolen crude oil are story. That's coming from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC. And the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has reacted to a report during the rounds that it was involved in the sale of 48 million barrels of stolen crude oil. In a statement issued on Thursday night by its solicitor Ate Babalola and Co. The corporation stated that the entire story was a hoax designed to blackmail, defraud, and embarrass the system operators and the nation at large. It said SAMANO first contracted officials of the federal government of Nigeria sometime in 2015, indicating that it had been approached by an unnamed group in the People's Republic of China to buy 48 million barrels of Nigerian crude oil, which they believed to have been stolen from Nigeria. According to that organization, this crude had been stolen and shipped to China before the inception of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in 2015. Now, Samano, that's the company, requested that it be allowed to purchase the stolen crude oil after its recovery by the federal government. Shortly thereafter, the company indicated that it was not interested in buying the said stolen crude, as it only obliged the federal government with the information to assist the President Buhari government's fight against corruption. The statement raised the attention of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has been drawn to several online publications, particularly the Sahara Reporter's publication of July 25, captioned "Exclusive: How Nigerian government officials NNPC sold 48 million barrels of stolen crude oil, issued death threats to whistleblower," sponsored by Samano SADECV. 48 million barrels stolen crude oil are stolen.
So where is the crude oil? Somebody said they wanted to buy. Somebody is now buying again. Where is it? Is it still in our kit?
No.
Has it been sold? Who collected the money?
Who are the thieves?
Exactly. At least they met somebody on the vessel. Who are the people? When they begin to say things like this, are we that?
You know what, your personal opinion, as far as I'm concerned, they can tell their story to the Marines.
Even the story. That's why, I think it's important we listen to everything. And the cock and bull, somebody said he wanted to buy. He said he's not buying again. So I just gave you the information. Okay, where is it?
Against corruption.
Okay, where is the crude oil now?
And the whistleblower is being threatened.
God, and somebody paid for this to be published. It is well. It's Allah. Let's open the phone line early today. I beg. 08055009850. I can see a comment dropping it. Elijah has posted. We are waiting for the RAM. Okay. I will read your comment. Someone is here.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Tola, Mr. Gayo.
Morning, sir.
This is Mr. Shola from Okaka.
Nice to have you.
Thank you. Happy day, Kabeo.
Thank you so much.
Firstly, I want to greet my Nigerian Muslim brothers and sisters. Actually, and to you, again, this studio and this US corporation, to everybody. And I like the Abdul Sheyi Makinde.
Okay. I'm sure.
More years of success.
Okay.
Have a nice day, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Sashala. We are waiting our RAM meet. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Phone line is still open. 08055009850 after this commercial break.
Oyo State Internal Revenue Service, under the Executive Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has graciously approved the following incentives and relief in order to ease the burden of COVID-19 pandemic on our valued taxpayers. The deadline for filing of annual returns for individual taxpayers has been extended till 31st of August 2020. Also, the deadline for filing of annual returns of employees till 31st of August 2020. 25% reduction in the signage mobile sticker of Oyo State signage and advertisement policy. For more information, check newspaper for details or call 008-370-9494 or 003-344-8865. Always remember to stay safe. This message is from the Oyo State Internal Revenue Service under the Executive Chairman Aremo John Adeleke.
ṣé ọ̀nà fún àyà tàbí inú rẹ̀ ń gbóná ni inú rẹ̀ ń dàrú Andrews liver salt ń gbógun ti inú kíkún àti àyà títa ní wàrà ń ṣẹ̀ṣà tí àyípadà kò bá sí lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ méjì lọ rí dókítà rẹ o.
Oluyole 98.5.
Conversation with Dayo and Tola.
All right, so glad to know you're there. Still conversation with Dayo and Tola. Are you just tuning in? Time check 7:06 a.m. Destination time 7:30 a.m. Happy Salah. I am Ola Dayo Ogunbowale.
I'm Tola Teriba.
We'll go back to the phone line.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning,
sir. Ladi Aruna.
This is Aruna from Odorugo. I like the way you come here. Mr. Jaja was your night.
Very fine.
I'm expecting the two of you in the Gomosho tomorrow. Come and celebrate with me, please.
Oh, your own is tomorrow. Okay. Noted.
My own is tomorrow because we are going to celebrate my mommy's son today. My own is tomorrow.
Correct. Point.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to say something about the insecurity in this our dear country. You know, grandma do say something, and anytime she calls it that so we have to continue to pray to this country, and most especially on your state. My regards to Alaji Engineer Seyi Makinde.
Thank you so much, Aruna from Odoru, Ogomosho. Noted. We will tell you to Korea, the team from Ogomosho. We arrange agility to arrange the team. All right. Someone is here.
Hello, good morning. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. You're on.
Yeah, we're with you. Good morning.
Happy birthday to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My concern is that about the insecurity. Give me, see what happened to Borno State Governor. Give me amnesty to this Boko Haram and terrorists around his it's not well. It's like wasting our resources. I don't know. If people should be require them to stand still first before giving any amnesty. If these people of the amnesty are invited to the society, they will still go, they will still turn up to be what they have worked for. Honestly. Let this, my suggestion is all these service teams must be changed. Let the security apparatus change and see what will happen. It is quite an embarrassment if the whole doctor emperor should be attacked. What will happen to ordinary citizens in Nigeria? I don't know. Something is fixing up or popping up. Go and talk to them and do something about it. Thank you.
All right. You didn't tell us your name and location. Oh, he's gone. Okay. All right. No problem. There's this story that I cannot but take. UI student death. Top government officials, business news crew held hostage by Oluyole detergent factory officials. Some of our reporters went to that location where an undergraduate, we took that story at a particular factory in Oluyole where he died. And they took reporters and government officials hostage until policemen
what impunity
decided to wade into the matter. If they, in case they don't know, this is the power of the media. Now we are bringing it out for everybody to know. Yes, they've been released, but they are noted. Okay, and that's why this story will be read and is being read on the media, but won't go beyond that. Yesterday, this whole thing happened within their factory. I hope they are ready for what is coming for them.
Crass impunity.
I hope they are ready for what is coming. Someone else is here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Biancy.
Grandma. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Hey, it's long time.
Quite an age.
Happy Salah.
Thank you, ma.
I hope our Salah callers will remember their sharing of plans.
We hope so too, ma.
I want to comment on this insecurity. And the amenities to the Boko Haram. I think this amenity is haram too. Why should they be giving our money to those idiots? They are stupid idiots who are those in charge in this country. That your Tola Egbawafa. This country is sinking. The widows who come, what have they done for them in the camp? It is serious. So ẹjẹ kan fún ọtọ sígbẹ gidi o kí kálukú kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Let each person, each region go on its own as a country. What about Equatorial Guinea? How many are they? Are they half of this country? They are divided into 3. Do you know the reason? God save this country in Jesus' name.
Thank you so much, Grandma. I really appreciate you. All the way from Ilorin. That's where we keep plenty around today. Okay. On Twitter, Ladiola at Ladiola007. They say good morning to you, Mr. Dayan Tola. If FG could plan to better the lives of terrorists, I think kidnappers and robbers should be given the presidential handshake. Let's go there. This shows how the president himself feels for those that were killed and displaced from their comfort zone. Actually, they meant well. They are not just doing it right. They are thinking this is a way to solve or end the problem, like the Niger Delta militants. Unfortunately, it's wrong.
And in actual fact, are they making use of that window of opportunity to gather intelligence reports from those granted amnesty to show them where their leaders are?
One can only hope that is being done. Is Kemia Ameliorator at boss_oxide also on Twitter? He's saying, Alhamdulillah, Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers. Thank you so much. That's about that on Twitter. We'll go back to the phone line.
Hello, good morning.
Back to the phone line.
Hello, we can only hear your radio.
Turn down the volume.
You'll have to call us back. When you want to call us, stay away from your radio set or you turn down the volume. Someone else is here.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
This is Ashika Bola. from Ogbomoso.
Okay. Nice to have you, sir. Please go ahead briefly.
Yes, I want to speak on insecurity.
Okay.
Yesterday I spoke and I condemn the president and I condemn the government of Nigeria. I use one word that collapse. People are complaining that we should not use that word on Nigeria.
Please don't.
What is happening now? The governor almost killed. See corruption everywhere. The IDP people, they are there, suffering. And the president is there, he don't say anything. Are you going to continue like this? God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Mr. Isaac Agbola. All right. Matthew Olalero of Facebook saying, good morning, DNT. I congratulate all the Muslim brothers and Muslim sisters in Oyo State and Nigeria in general on the occasion of this year's Eid festival, says Barka de Salah. Yesu from Ilero. Dan Kabir Baba saying, happy Salah to you, Dayo and Tola. I'll text you Salah meet. Thank you, Dan Kabir. We'll be waiting for you to. You are the one that committed yourself. So Dan Kabir will remind you. Someone is here.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
This is Abiy from Oluyole.
Mr. Abiy. Okay, please go ahead. Go ahead. Okay.
Concerning this for only presidency, we don't need to sign anything. But in one Nigeria, you should be praying for a good leader who leads us to the promised land. That's my take.
Okay, thank you, Mr. B from Woody Academy here in Nevada. Okay, the phone line is still open. 08055098850. Aleke Ajobi away on Facebook is saying, good morning, Mrs. Dayantola. Eid Mubarak. Government giving Boko Haram insurgents amnesties and eyesore, and by leaving the victims to their fate, the IDP people is not fair at all. Nigeria, we hear they God save us. Leke Ajobi. Bayomi Akinshola Oladeji is saying, good morning, Mr. DNT. If Boko Haram could attack his serving or sitting governor and his convoy, then what's the hope of a commoner in Borno State? Afike Olorun ko gba wa o from Ogbomoso. Alaja Agbomojo Owulewa. He said, good morning, Mr. Dayantola. Kudos to my personal person, my Obu governor in Seyi Makinde. We practice the proverb, Ajisebi Oyo. Yes, we are allowed to go to pray, but please let us all stay safe. Don't forget, now on your own, no, Nigeria will hear thee. Okay, Christian Bolao Adio is also saying, good morning, Satya and Dayantola. Kudos to BCS. Our life is in danger. Look at Kaduna killings and now Governor Zulum attacked. May God save us. Orogbade Williams is here. Saying on Borno governor's convoy attack, if gold can rotten, what would iron do? God bless Nigeria. Adedoyin Sunny Oluwafemi saying, well done, sir. My regards to you all in BCS, all stations. Help me to extend my sincere greetings to our deputy governor, not to forget our Ram in Ogbomoso. Engineer I can assure you he's listening. Someone told me his wife used to listen. Loud tech people. All right, someone is here.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, sir.
We can hear you. Good morning, sir.
Hello, Mr. Bianchi.
We are with you. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
I will without mentioning my name.
Go ahead.
I want to conclude my. I suggest the Borno State governor and some other northern governors to make arrange alternative security. If soldiers and police are not up to the task in that, something is missing. They should arrange for alternative security. Everything will be settled. I'm Dayo from Papa Oluyole. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate you, Mr. Dayo Olonode from Ogbomoso. The phone line is still open. Let's know your opinion about what we're discussing today. Someone is here.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
That's Mr. Faladu.
Oh, Mr. Faladu. Nice to have you. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Hello, sir.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Clearly.
hear you, Mr.
Clearly.
Falodi.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir.
We can hear you clearly, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. That many people don't even know the meaning of insurgency. Insurgency war is a very difficult war. It's not a conventional war. To me, personally, the Nigerians are very competent. But unfortunately, you are fighting on knowing soldier. You are fighting somebody you don't know. See, attacking governor covers now. It's not like that. Most of you people moving with the governor, yes, they have to happy with this so-called terrorist group, evil-minded people. That's for me personally, we should be patient. It's a matter of time. These people will be giving away. And it's not by magic. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Falod. Right there. Kende Tiger Akisomi is back. There on Facebook saying the constant program in Southern Kaduna is nothing but a reprisal attack. And on Boko Haram, we need just 2 Apache gunship helicopter to obliterate, decapitate, and send them to oblivion. Thank you so much, Kende Tiger Akisomi. Bolandi Areo. Yeah, I mean, celebrating Salah with us. I like that. Bolandi Areo is here on Facebook saying, good morning, guys. Security under this government is worrisome. Ecuador. Thank you so much. Back to the phone line.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Diane Tola.
Morning, sir.
I'm fine. Barika de Sara to you all.
I wish you same.
Great job with this.
Thank you.
I'm coming. Adewale from it.
Okay, nice to have you.
I've repeated from Osogbo to Ikire.
I was going to say the same too, that it used to be Osogbo. Okay.
Yes, because of the style I've relocated now. I have to celebrate with my family.
Okay.
My grandpa and grandma.
Okay.
So, on the issue of Nigeria, you discussed about the that amnesty given to the Boko Haram. The Nigeria factor is legitimately or illegitimately. You cannot don't allow your youth to be killed by Nigeria. That's the Nigerian issue. People that have some people to widow, that some people to widower, that orphans, a lot of orphans, and they are still giving them amnesty. Because of what? Is it because of, I think, these are not sincere with governance. And that's the problem. I don't understand. That's the problem. They are not sincere with the governance in this country at all. If they have been sincere, even you want to give people amnesty, you don't allow them to fester so that they can kill as many as they can kill, and some people because of their selfish interest of eating in that money of ammunition and whatever. That's they put us in each trouble, and they cannot even control it, and they're giving them amnesty. So it's the irony of life. I just say that, sir.
Thank you, Comrade Adewale. Really appreciate it. Send our meat. All right. Oluyole Adeleke Shayatronics is saying, good morning, my guys. It's not surprising that terrorists and killers are being released by the FG. A former APC chair once said that anyone that joined their party would have their sins forgiven. He's no longer the chairman. So what do we expect? Okay, well, let's not bring party into this. There's a challenge, a security challenge.
Big challenge.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Prince, good morning, sir.
Now, on the issue of insecurity in this country, I wonder whatever government to empower the bandits and terrorists by giving them amnesty program is as if one is empowering the enemy. There is no amount of amnesty they can grant them. That people we cannot leave that terrorist group they belong to. I want to advise the government, any terrorist that can be apprehended, they will kill them. They will not allow them to exist again because they are killing innocent people. They are killing people that have greater picture for this country. So my advice is that whatever government to please forget about giving them amnesty. It's as if one is empowering the enemy. Then secondly, I want to regret and felicitate our Muslim brother. I pray this year celebration will not be the end for you and I in this day.
Amen. All right, thank you so much, Prince, all the way from Ubomosho. The phone line is still open, 08055009850. We're in the silent mood right here, so let's know your opinion.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Monsura calling from Muritanero.
Yeah, Monsura, you're welcome.
Yes.
How is the RAM preparation going?
It's going fine.
Okay, all right.
First, I want to greet all my Muslim brothers, sisters in Nigeria. Happy English Day.
Okay.
Secondly, I want to talk about insecurity in Nigeria.
Okay.
I want to appeal to our federal government. They should do something about it, because our life hello?
We are with you, Yamasura. You can round up your thoughts.
They should do something about it quickly, because it's too rampant.
Okay. Thank you very much. You are in Ogbomoso. You can send our meets to Agility. Thank you very much. The phone line is still open. 08055009850. 08055009850.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Baba from Apata.
We didn't get that name well, sir.
Baba from Apata.
Baba Abe. Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
What I want to talk about this is Nigeria government no need to give the terrorist tablets now. You need to do the right thing for everybody. If somebody kill him, you don't get his judgment. When they kill him again. The thing wey they do, they give the amulet. Another person go look and go do am again. Most of the people wey dey for Oluyole side, wey no get food, wey no get anything, they no get anything for them. And they make do compulsory retirement for all the leader for the soldier. All the thing wey they do, you no good o. The God dey. God go save us in this country.
Baba Abe, Baba Pata. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Really appreciate you. Fabi Folashade JP on Facebook. He said, good morning, DNT. Happy Salah. It's only God that can protect us in Nigeria. Okay. We should all ask for God's protection always. Thank you, Fabi Folashade. Someone else is here.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir, thank you. I want to felicitate with all our Muslim brothers and sisters.
Your name and location, sir?
Yes, I'm David, calling from Ubomosho.
Okay.
So we felicitate with our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters on this Salah celebration. Many more celebrations to come.
Thank you.
Now, I want to talk about the issue of insecurity. And what I want to say first is that I want to ask you this guy a question.
Okay.
Which I believe you can answer very well. And if you cannot answer that question, surely you will help me to know what to do. Now, we are talking about this insecurity. In the northern part of Nigeria, Kaduna precisely, the bandits are killing people. Then we did not hear anything on radio whether anybody was arrested and prosecuted. Because when we are talking about people being killed, arrest must be made, and we will hear on radio or whatever that these people have been prosecuted. Nothing was done. Now look at the issue of Boko Haram. Boko Haram people were arrested. Instead of being prosecuted, they were being given amnesty. Now, what is the solution to all this problem, to this insecurity? Instead of being prosecuted, they are giving them amnesty. So they are comparing this thing with what is happening in Niger Delta, and these people in Niger Delta are fighting for their rights. Yes, they are fighting for their rights. The land has been polluted, and they were saying that it is to be compensated. So they want to go on rampage. So you give them amnesty, but that's of Boko Haram, they were killing our people. Widows are crying and shouting now that yes, my husband has been killed, my children have been killed, and we are giving these people amnesty. And Nigeria, God save us.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. David. The phone line is still open. You can take a couple more calls before we go. Someone is here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
What I think is the solution to Nigeria's problem is this.
Your name and location, sir.
Okay, my name is Balogo from Apata.
Oh, nice to have you. Go ahead, sir.
So I supported what one madam says from Ilori. Because this country, Nigeria now, we should go around table and then decided that we are going to break. Even we Yoruba land should become a republic of its own. Then everything will be okay. These people are cheating the Yorubas. That is my own suggestion for the solution.
That's the way you see it, Mr. Balogun. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your call. That's the much you can take on the show today. Pata, Oyo State people turned up today. We must appreciate you. We must send salaram to them. Oh no, they will send salaram to us. Mr. Shala from Okaka, thank you so much. Aruna from Odoru, we are waiting your meet. Grandma from Ilore, Isaac Agbola from Gomosha, Abioyi from Owode Academy here in Ibadan, Dayo Olonede from Gomosha, Mr. Falodo from Kumapayo Olodo, Comrade Adewale from Oshogbo, Prince Aderemi from Ogbomoso, Yamosra from Ogbomoso, Baba Abe from Apata, David from Ogbomoso, and finally Mr. Balogun from Akpata here in Ibadan. Thank you so much for making it a date with us. This is the Salah edition. We will still come your way.
Special Salah edition.
All right. Till when next will come your way. I am Oladayo Ogunbowale.
I remain Tola Teriba.
We live in the safe hands of Boluaji. Up next, Sport Tidbits.
Listen all you want. It's always free. Thanks for showing us the way to better radio.
Oluyole 98.5 FM.
Here we go.
Good morning, Ibadan. Good morning, Oyo State. Good morning, Nigeria. Time check at 7:30 a.m. and it's sport time right here. It's Salah edition of South Sport Tidbits. This lovely Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday, and of course, Barakat the Salah to all our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Yes, it's time once again to bring you up to speed what happens in the world of sport, bring you the latest, the hottest, and the juiciest news that you can only get on this radio dial. Numero uno, yes, we are the trailblazer, the best in the West. Oluyole 98.5 FM. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Now the show has started this morning. You can listen to us live on the internet at www.bshows.tv/listen or download our mobile application on Google Play Store to listen to us live and direct. You can also watch because we're streaming on Facebook and on Twitter. Just visit www.facebook.com/Oluyole 98.5 FM, and on Twitter it's at Oluyole FM. Boluaji Ogmalaje once again to bring you all the news that you can use from the world of sport this lovely morning. And today we've got a lot of grounds to cover as we'll be taking a look at the game going down later tomorrow at the Wembley Stadium between Chelsea and Arsenal. It's the Emirates FA Cup final, and I'll be taking your thoughts on that game this lovely morning, taking your predictions. Not just that, we'll also be talking about a very, very important issue as regards Nigerian football. Let's just start from that end. As former Super Eagles coach Clemens Westerhoff has dragged his former assistant and friend Joe Bonfrey to court over a bribery allegation. Bonfrey had accused Westerhoff of receiving $100,000 bribe to sell out a match to former world champions Italy at the knockout stage of the 1994 FIFA World Cup. An angry Westerhoff has refused to take the allegations lightly, and he's asking a Dutch court to compel Bonfrey to retract his statement and issue an apology. Bonfrey, however, insisted that he had not accused his former boss of any crime, and as his words were misquoted in the Nigerian media. The court is expected to deliver judgment on the case between the two ex-friends in a fortnight. For those who don't know, in case you are of this generation and you don't know those fantastic coaches, let me just tell you a little bit about them. Clemens Westerhoff was appointed by Nigeria as the Super Eagles head coach in the early 90s, and he inspired the side to a second ever AFCON triumph at Tunisia '94. Later that summer, Nigeria appeared at the FIFA World Cup for the first time in history and impressed during the group stages, finishing top of her group after defeating Bulgaria and Greece. But a round of 16 clash against Italy ended the African nations' adventure at the Mundial, with the Europeans coming from behind to win by 2-1 after extra time, despite playing much of the second half with a 10-man. Westerhoff left his post immediately after that tournament, and his assistant Joe Bonfrey taking over and leading Nigeria to our first ever Olympic Games gold medal in football at Atlanta 96. Bonfrey left afterwards, only to return years later to help Nigeria to a runners-up spot at Ghana Nigeria 2000. And my question this morning is 1994 Super Eagles versus 1996 Olympic team. Which team do you think was our best ever between those two teams? 1994 and 1996 team. Which do you think is our best ever? Sorry, 055-009850 is the number to get across this morning. Talk about that and also drop your prediction as regards the FA Cup final coming up later tomorrow. Moving straight to CAF headquarters this morning ahead of the 2021 Confederation of African Football. Serving President Ahmad Amada has stated that he's here to take decision whether he will run for second term in office or not. Ahmad dethroned the former president Isayato back in 2017 at Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, to the surprise of every football followers over the world. Speaking recently to newsmen, former Madagascar Football Federation president said that he will consult football stakeholders across the continent and beyond before he will decide on the next thing to do. We also keep our fingers crossed to wait for his decision. Alright, moving on this lovely morning. Talking about a Super Falcon star. Her name is Osinachi Ohale. In continuation of her sojourn in Europe, Nigeria's Super Falcons defender Osinachi Ohale has joined the Italian side AS Roma Femini. 28-year-old Nigerian comes move to Rome after spending the last season in the Spanish league at Tacon, a team that has now become a Real Madrid. The club announced a capture yesterday afternoon, welcoming her, while the players also expressed her happiness at joining that great club. Moving on this lovely morning, checking out what's happening in the world of tennis, as world number one Ashley Barty has pulled out of the US Open because of concern over the COVID-19 pandemic. The first Grand Slam since tennis resumed is due to begin on the 31st of August at Flushing Meadows in New York. The Australian, who is 24, was also set to play in the Western and Southern Open. But of course, world number one Simon Halep and 2019 US Open champion Bianca Andreescu have not entered the lead-up tournament. Barty said she will make a decision on whether to defend a title at the rescheduled French Open, which is due to begin on the 27th of September. Big stars are pulling out of big tournaments. That's the world we found ourselves due to COVID-19. Coming to Olympic stories this morning. Tokyo 2020 Chief Executive Toshiro Muto has said that next year's coronavirus postponed Olympics could be held in front of a limited number of spectators to prevent the spread of the infection. The Tokyo 2020 Games are now scheduled to open on the 23rd of July 2021 after a historic postponement forced by the global march of the pandemic. Muto told reporters yesterday organizers were committed to holding the event next year with no discussion of cancelling or postponing it further. He said the International Olympic Committee chief Thomas Bach was not looking for games held without any fans, but acknowledged smaller audiences that might be possible. Japan currently bans visitors from more than 100 countries in a bid to limit the spread of the virus. And Muto said it was too optimistic to assume all restrictions will be gone, so we must think of other ways. Moving straight to what of Formula One this morning. Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton says that he intends to be in Formula One for at least another 3 years. The 35-year-old world champion is out of contract with Mercedes at the end of this year, but said that he plans to continue for the foreseeable future. Hamilton is prepared for the British Grand Prix, which he has won 6 times. Well, a British Grand Prix will be going down this very weekend. And Hamilton and of course Mercedes teammate Valtteri Bottas head into this weekend's British Grand Prix as strong favourites after winning all 3 races between them so far this very season. Hamilton, who leads the championship by 5 points, has won 2 of the races, and Bottas won, and Britain is determined to add to his record tally of British Grand Prix wins. Let's listen to voices of Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, among other drivers that will be racing at the British Grand Prix coming up later this weekend.
I think the Red Bulls can be strong here too, and now you're seeing Racing Point as well. But I'm not going to lie, I think we're going to be very strong here this weekend and hard to beat.
Yes, fully aware that need to be nailing every single weekend without any issues, and especially just in those moments when it counts. So qualifying and the race. So it's pretty simple in the end. I do know need to get them right, but it doesn't change anything in my preparation, and I still feel very fast, so that's a good thing.
They listen to Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas looking forward to paddock on Thursday after an inconclusive result led to a reset. The test has now returned positive. Wish him a quick recovery. Don't forget the topic of discussion this lovely morning. We'll be talking about asking for your prediction as regards the game going down later tomorrow at Wembley Stadium. The FA Cup final between Chelsea and Arsenal, and also discussing between the 1994 team and the 1996 Olympics team, which is Nigeria's greatest ever. Moving on this morning, as I expect to call, World Athletics says that it will expel the Russian Federation as a member if it does not pay an outstanding fine and cost before the 15th of August. A payment of $6.31 million. That's about £4.84 million for anti-doping breaches was due for the 1st of July. But Russian Sport Minister Oluyole says that the payment will be made before mid-August. Failure to pay would see all Russian athletes, including those allowed to compete as neutrals, out of international competitions. Russia's Athletics Federation was suspended in 2015 after a report commissioned by the World Anti-Doping Agency WADA found evidence of mass doping among track and field athletes. Moving on this morning and talking the English FA Cup, the Emirates FA Cup, where the winners of Saturday's FA Cup final between Arsenal and Chelsea will collect the trophy on the Wembley pitch without a presentation party. That's to minimize the risk of spreading the virus. The winning team traditionally lifts the trophy in the stadium's royal box. The match is being played without fans because of concerns over COVID-19. This year's final is dedicated to raising mental health awareness with several themed events before kickoff. The match, renamed the Heads Up FA Cup Final, is the culmination of the season-long campaign on mental health led by FA President Prince William in conjunction with a group of charities in the Heads Together initiative. Well, this year's final will kick off at 5:30 on Saturday, and of course we're looking forward to that. Frank Lampard will be hoping to cap off a decent season by winning the FA Cup, and Arsenal will be looking to win it at least to make the Europe Cup next season. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's the name? Where are you calling from? Hello. That's all right. Moving on. Yes, as the protocols across this morning, 0055 009850. We're talking the greatest best Nigerian team ever, the 994 team or the 96 Olympic team? And of course, drop your predictions as regards tomorrow's FA Cup finals. Moving on this morning, I'm talking about championship playoff. We now have the finalists for the championship playoffs as Fulham will play Brentford in the championship playoff final after edging past Cardiff despite defeat in the second leg at Craven Cottage. Cardiff were aiming to become the first side in the championship history to overturn a 2-goal deficit from a semi-final first leg, and they went close to doing just that with a 2-1 win on Thursday night, but eventually succumbed to a 3-2 aggregate defeat. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. What's your name? Alright, so we didn't get that. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Sibiat from Oluyole area.
Alright, Sibiat from Oluyole area. Alright, let's talk about our topic of discussion this morning.
Yeah, Arsenal when I win that match, 2-0.
Arsenal win 3-0.
Yes.
Let's talk about
for me, the 1994 set is the best ever.
It's the best ever. Thank you very much for that one. Alright, your predictions are on record this morning. And of course, the winner will surely be rewarded later on Monday. Moving on the show, Swiss prosecutors have launched legal proceedings against FIFA President Gianni Infantino. It is in relation to an alleged secret meeting, that he actually held with Swiss Attorney General Michael Lebois. Lebois last week offered to resign after a court said that he covered up the meeting and lied to supervisors during an investigation by his office into corruption surrounding FIFA. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello? Alright, we lost that. Please call back. Yes, so we're talking about FIFA. The boss office said he officially tendered his resignation on Tuesday with his last day of active duty set for the 31st of August. Another caller here this morning. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Elisha calling from Ogbomoso.
Your name once again, please.
Elisha.
Alright, let's talk.
Alright. 2-1 in favor of Arsenal regarding tomorrow's match.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, you don't want to talk about the greatest Nigerian team?
No, I'm not interested in that.
You're not interested in that. Alright, moving on this morning, and of course heading straight to the Premier League and talking about the possible takeover of Newcastle United, where a Saudi Arabian backed consortium has ended its bid to buy Newcastle United. Another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Ahmed Sulaiman Sambo from Ogbomoso.
Ahmed from Ogbomoso. Let's have your thoughts.
Yes. The goal is going to be 2-1 in favor of Chelsea.
2-1 in favor of Chelsea. All right.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about Nigerian team.
Yes. What do you want me to say about this?
Versus
what
96.
is the topic there?
94 versus 96 team. Which is the greatest ever?
Yes, it's the 94 team. I think it is headed by Keshi then.
No, the 94 team. No, it wasn't Keshi. It was West Africa. All right, thank you very much for being a part of the show all the way from Ogbomoso this morning. All right, we're talking about Newcastle United. The group, which included Saudi Arabia's Sovereign Wealth Fund, have actually put out. In fact, they had agreed earlier to pay £300 million to buy the club from Mike Ashley in April, but the deal was still being scrutinized under the Premier League's owners and directors test, and it's understood that the PIF ran out of patience, which means Newcastle will still be under the ownership of Mike Ashley, at least until another consortium or another owner bids for the club. Moving straight to Italy this morning, where Juventus have appointed legendary former midfielder Andrea Pirlo as their new under-23 manager. The 41-year-old, regarded as one of the finest players of his generation, has been out of the game since retiring as a player in 2017. Pirlo won 116 caps for Italy, helping them to win the World Cup back in 2006. He won Serie A title 4 times with Juventus, after joining from AC Milan, with whom he spent most of his career and won 2 Champions League and 2 league titles. Pirlo left Juventus in 2015, finishing his playing career in the Major League Soccer League at New York City FC. Bournemouth accept. Oh, that's the news as far as that is concerned. And quick one coming from the Premier League, where we understand that at Bournemouth Football Club, relegated Bournemouth have accepted a £40 million bid from Manchester City for their defender Nathan Ake. It is understood that there is an additional £1 million in add-ons as part of that particular deal. But it's obvious that Ake won't be going down with Bournemouth, and what we know what's going on, we might just have him playing for Manchester City. Moving on this lovely morning, the Scottish Premiership clubs have approved the use of 5 substitutes for the 2020-2021 season. The new rule will take effect for the opening round of fixtures this weekend. Teams will be able to name a bench of up to 9 players, but can only outplay on 3 separate occasions when making their 5 substitutions. The change was recommended to clubs by the SPFL board on Friday and is a temporary alteration for the upcoming season to help clubs deal with a more congested fixture. Quick one from the transfer scene, where Chelsea, Barcelona and Inter Milan have all reportedly made contact offers for Brazilian midfield forward Willian. Catalonia club Barcelona are understood to have fulfilled Willian's request for a 3-year deal. However, the biggest proposal on the table, a lucrative 3.5-year offer, comes from the MLS club Inter Miami, who are part owned by former England captain David Beckham. Willian will not make a decision until after his clubs must have played Arsenal Saturday's FA Cup final. Well, that will be all on Spotted Bit for this week. Big thanks to everyone who's been part of this production, and bigger thanks to you and you for listening. For the show returns next week Monday, but don't forget to join me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on BCS Television, as I will be joined by another big guest on the show. Do join us then. Until then, you'll have a lovely weekend. Once again, Baraka de Salah to all our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Do have a lovely weekend. Do have a lovely holiday, and bye for now.
a ti dúró ti sún wa ó ti wá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí o ẹ wo bí wọ́n ṣe ń lọ tí wọ́n fi sósì fi sọ́tún nǹkan gbọ́dọ̀ yanturu fún ọ àgbájámúyàmú eré ìdárayá wúni lórí inú ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsáré bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn máa ń lọ sójú ẹ̀wọ̀n ó ti wọlé sójú ẹ̀wọ̀n ìdárayá gbé ìgbádùn lórí GoTV kò sóhun tó dùn tó yẹ láti wò ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsáré bọ́ọ̀lù làdígà tó tayọ Serie A Premier League àti WWE bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbá wọn ó ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ ra GoTV lónìí fún £1,900 tó sì tún wà pẹ̀lú ètò ìwòran GoTV Max oṣù kan láti gbádùn eré ìdárayá tó dójú àmì tó wà lórí Super Sport. GoTV gbé pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ̀.
Here's the Oluyole 98.5. The time is 10 minutes to 8. You are welcome to our commercial belt.
Have you heard of coronavirus?
Yes, I have heard. But you can get it through contact with a person who may have the virus or live in an area with ongoing spread.
That is the problem. Before you know a person has it, you may have...
Why we must stop the spread.
How?
Do not shake anybody's hand and avoid touching people. Do not touch surfaces such as rails,